Okay, so I figured I would do a video on this, at least showing it off. This is my masterpiece. This is a El Cheapo ProTac Ace Skate. I like these because back in the day, these were the tactical helmet. Starting in about the 80s, the SEALs started wearing ProTacs for various things that they were doing that were like in boats or airborne operations or shit like that. And as tech became a thing, they became adapted to mount different shit too. This isn't set up for night vision because I don't have night vision. I don't know if I would spend the money on it. I could always convert this thing over, and if I do, I'll move this and put a mount there. And if I do, I'll do videos on that, and that's not that expensive to do, so maybe. I don't know. I kind of like having the headlamp right up front, and I'm never going to run nods, basically. So, but the advantage to one of these is that I bought this for like 20 bucks on eBay, and the inside is pretty good. If you loosen up the chin strap, you can fit these on over my Peltor headset, or you can actually modify this helmet to fit over Peltors. You have to cut out some of that foam and like trim out these sides, but it's doable. Other things that you can do are, there's Velcro tape on here, obviously. But that is a one second. That's a Magpul rail section that's just straight bolted in using the hardware that it came with. And you kind of want to get the angle on that right and get it on the appropriate part of the head. Kind of right over the ears, about where you want it. If you do want to mod one of these for night vision, you can get a ratchet strap or one of the USGI like helmet mounts for the ballistic helmets, and you just bolt it straight onto this thing and then bend the bottom of it to more closely wrap around this plastic shell, because this is a really thin plastic shell compared to a really thick ballistic helmet. The other thing that you can do that I'm probably going to do is this chin strap's kind of sucky. You can get one for the Army issue helmet and make it fit this. That's the way my last one of these was, and I intend to do that again. The other part that I intend to do is replace some of this internal foam with Oregon Aero pads or Army issue pads, one or the other. And basically, I'm going to rig this thing for night vision eventually. It's just as I get money and as I do stuff. But I figured in its current state, this would be a really cool video, because if you don't have night vision, this light is 50, 60 bucks. This mount's 20, 30 bucks. This rail is like 8 bucks, and this helmet is like 20, 30 bucks. And this is significantly better in a gunfight than this, if you're gonna have a light mounted to your head. I'm not sure I would recommend having one mounted to your head, but you can always not use it. Like, I'd have the option. Options are good. And this is mostly for camping and scooter riding and mountaineering, and like, that's why it says climb on the side of it. I had some decals left over, and one of them I had was my channel logo from back in the day, so I did that on the back. It's kind of a Mac VSOG pirate flag. Then I had 2 BCM logos, so I took the stars off of those and the C off of those, and then rearranged the letters over here. And I had a couple of Olight decals too, so I took the LI from Olight, and I took the O's from Olight. I like the number 26, and I like the $sign. I like the kill marks on the back. 8 for me, I like because it looks good on things mainly, and it's a cool number. I like cool numbers. In art that I do, if I'm going to put kill marks on something, they're never real, right? It's art. So if I was going to do them for real, I'd probably carve them into the plastic. This is kind of my thoughts, and I think that something like that on there looks cool. I had 8 on the side of my 1911 that I did like Sally from Black Ops, so I put 8 on here too. And again, like, this is mostly just for fun. And like the camo on it, I actually think this is not that ineffective. It's just kind of some clumpy baby poop shit. Spray paint put on with a brush on the OD there. It gives you really cool effects. And you can, you know, paint letters. And this is the Wheel of Pain from Conan the Barbarian. It's a symbol in a lot of other shit too. It's a Buddhist ship's wheel. Like, I picked this as my symbol after thinking about it for a long time, basically. It symbolizes a lot of things that I like. And it's really easy to draw. And like, if you're gonna pick a symbol, you should pick one that's easy to draw. This thing, a lot of people be like, you have a bar of steel on that helmet that makes it weigh a ton. Well, this thing, oh, sorry, this thing hanging off the side of there weighs a ton too. When you put this on the other side, it makes a counterweight. And since it's Beskar, I think it makes cool counterweight. Now, if you have this set up and want to replicate this, you could just go to a hardware store and buy a piece of mild steel and some Velcro tape and make this without the Beskar part, and it would still work. But I think the fact that it's got the little Imperial logo and it's been burned, yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I made a bunch of these a few years ago. I can't make any more of those because Disney. Apparently Disney thinks they own the rights to that logo. I disagree, but you know, to each their own. So what do you guys think? I put an American flag on here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that or not. Oh, and I have a cat eye in the back too, because like it's gonna be for that scooter. I like this patch also. It's just badass. And like, some of this is stuff that I had on my old helmet that, you know, I pulled out of the patch bag or whatever just to stick to this. Do you guys have a helmet? Do you think a bike helmet is a waste of time? I'm kind of the opinion that anything that would prevent me from going unconscious if I hit my head on a door is worth having. And that's, you know, from someone who does like hit their head on doors. You know, I'm clumsy. I've fallen down staircases before. Basically, I think any helmet is worth having. These are particularly handy because they do relatively protect your head well, and they give you the option to customize and mount lights and other shit. Even night vision. Like, you can do a pretty passable job of doing night vision on a helmet like this. That'll be a video for another time though. So tell me what you think. Do you like my paint job? Is this too nerdy for you? This is like my super nerdy lit bike helmet for riding a scooter. You know, some people might be uncomfortable with that. Talk to you guys later.